Today we're going to talk about enculturation and its parts. So let's get down to the business, shall we?
Well, enculturation is the process where the culture that is currently established teaches an individual the accepted norms and values of the culture or society where the individual lives. The individual can become an accepted member and fulfill the needed functions and the roles of the groups. Most importantly, the individual knows and establishes a context of boundaries and accepted behaviors that dictates what is acceptable and not acceptable within the framework of the society. It teaches the individual the role within society as well as what is accepted behavior within the society and lifestyle. An example of informal enculturation is when we watch our parents buy groceries in order to learn how to buy a food. Enculturation can be also conscious or unconscious.
There are parts of enculturation like roles of norms and values, status and roles, rewards and punishments, deviance, and human dignity. I will explain to you all of them, so listen carefully. These are roles, norms, and values. So, what is roles? Roles standardize the patterns of behaviors required of all persons playing a part of in a given functional relation, regardless of personal wishes or interpersonal obligations irrelevant to the functional relationship. Norms are the general expectation of the demand character for all the role incumbents of systems or subsystems. Values are more generalized ideological justification for roles and norms and express the aspirations that allegedly inform the required activities. Status is a relative social position within a group, while a role is a part of our society expects us to play in a given status. For example, a man may have the status of a father in his family. Because of this status, he is expected to fulfill a role for his children that in most societies requires him to nurture, educate, guide, and protect them. Of course, mothers usually have complementary roles. Rewards and punishments are two sides of the same coin. They are both form of intrinsic motivations, which can be rather pernicious in the way it appears to work at the same time. In conditioning, punishment stops action while rewards encourage it. Yet, many use punishment with the intent of persuading people what they should do. This is one reason why punishment can be ineffective. It can also cause reaction or other form of coping that easily becomes dysfunctional. Defiance describes an action or behavior that violates social norms, including a formally enacted rule, as well as informal violations of social norms. Deviance is a behavior disposition that is not in conformity with an institutionalized setup or code of conduct. Although deviance may have negative connotation, the violation of social norms is not always a negative action. Positive deviation exists in some situations. Although a norm is violated, a behavior can still be classified as positive or acceptable. Human dignity is the recognition that human beings possess a special value intrinsic to their humanity, as such are worthy of respect simply because they are human beings. This concept, once foundational to ethical
reflection in such diverse areas of engagement as social ethics and human rights. Onto the clinic, besides antibiotics, has come under increasing criticism. As part of our institutional identity as a Christian bioethics center,
That was all. Thank you for listening, and hit that like and subscribe button, and hit that bell notification button for more content like this. Also, thank you for listening. Thank you and bye bye.
charot.